One of the biggest stadiums in the league, FedEx Field, is the home for this NFC West versus NFC East matchup between the Seahawks and the Redskins. What a matchup we have at wide receiver today. Two of the biggest threats in the NFL who love to cause chaos for opposing defenses. How about this matchup, Phil?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When you have speedy wide receivers, what you have to do, you got to make sure your safeties are smart, they're talented. Both teams have that because it is easy in this game nowadays to get the football to the wide receivers. If they can't get open down the field, just throw them some screens on the outside and dare the defense to tackle him.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10, and Morris is going to receive the toss. Gains 15.
Well, when you try to tackle this guy, his legs are the size of a refrigerator, so hard to wrap him up. That's why he picked up the big gain.
First down here after the run. And Morris is handed the football.
So many things you could do on first down, and what do you come up? You come up with that play. That was just a bad play call.
The Redskins lined up in the pistol. Second and 13, and Morris is going to secure the handoff.
That was a nice run that time by the offense, picking up those yards. And anytime you gain more than 3 yards on a running play in the National Football League, it is deemed successful.
Reed's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. There's some shifting around in the backfield. 3rd and 7. Running away from the pressure. Throwing now to his left.
I think when I was playing, anytime we crossed the 50-yard line, it was kind of like a big sigh of relief because I knew now that there were a lot of things that could take place. I could afford to take sacks. I could afford to be a little more aggressive. Let's see how the offense reacts to this.
1st down and 10. And Morris is going to take the handoff now.
Number 46 on the carry. No gain on the play.
And here we have 2nd down. And Morris has got it on the handoff. They've got him behind a line of scrimmage.
Well, these plays do look ugly when they don't work. It's 2nd down, and you run the running play hoping to pick up a few yards to make 3rd down easier. But when you lose yards like this, 3rd long, tough to do.
Griffin in the shotgun formation. He's looking to the right here on this throw, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
This defense you're playing against, they're pretty good. So it's 4th down near midfield, punt the football.
Moss is going to get set in the slot for this snap. That false start penalty will push them back 5 yards.
False start, offense. Still fourth down.
Rocca now ready to punt. Harvin's lined up in the slot. He'll fire it out to the left. It's a touchdown.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
Extra point is good. Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Redskins will approach this play from out of the pistol. 1st and 10. He's got a wide open alley. And they get to him at the 45.
Robert Griffin III, he ran the football very well when he was at Baylor, and last year as a rookie, he was tremendous running the football. That was a nice job that time, fooling the defense and getting down the field and picking up a lot of yards.
RG3 from the gun. And they sack the quarterback.
This defense is awesome at blitzing. That time they blitz, they get the sack on the quarterback. They time the snap count perfectly and catch the offense by surprise.
Into the open flat. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
The Redskins will go with the pistol on this play. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
That's just a bad job by the quarterback that time. Bad decision. He keeps the football, doesn't fool the defense, and he gets taken to the ground. He loses yards.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Quick drop back. He'll fire it out to the left. They fail to convert here on 4th down.
Well, they don't get it on 4th down. That was a quick drive, wasn't it, Jim? That was just bad play calling, bad execution, and go to the sideline. That's where you deserve to be.
1st and 10. They give it to the running back. A foot race to the end zone. He steps out.
Marshawn Lynch, what a run that time, picking up big yards. He is just tough and angry. Ever since he's been in Seattle, he's just been a different running back.
And Rice is lined up now as a slot receiver. Lynch is called on once again.
It's kind of refreshing to watch, isn't it, to see a team that has faith, the toughness, and the patience to just keep running the football, grinding out these first downs, resting their defense, and tiring out the opponent's defense. That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
The throw to the left. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The Redskins ready to return the kick. they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
Lined up in the pistol formation.
1st and 10. And he's forced to the ground.
When you're the quarterback and you see a blitz, you got to know you got to drop back, look at a receiver, and let it go. No hesitation is allowed. He hesitates, and the defense gets the sack.
A lot of yardage to make up here after that sack. It's 2nd down.
And Morris is taking the handoff. Tackled at the 20.
The off-tackle run, it's just what it says it is. You're going to read the tackle's block and decide whether you're going to go inside or outside. Usually, this is the first running play every team puts in their offense when they go to training camp.
The Redskins still possess the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. Moss is in the slot, and the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a 1st down on this series. Rocca now ready to punt. They pounce on him there. Lynch is lined up as the single back. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
2nd down coming up.
The defense gets the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
It's 3rd and 15 here after the sack. Working that left side. That pass play picks up a 1st down.
You just can't sit back there and play conservative defense in the NFL. The quarterbacks and receivers are too good. 3rd and over 10 yards, you play safe and you give up the 1st down. That's a terrible read by the running back. It's a short game, but it's all his fault. He picked the wrong hole. He should have cut it back. He didn't, and that's why he was tackled.
Harvin's a receiver in the slot. Looking to the right side and throwing.
That catch gives them a 1st down.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore. The out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
1st and 10. Lynch taking it up the middle. And Rice is going to get set in the slot for this snap. 2nd and 9. Wilson still got the football after the play fake. Has the reception all alone.
Oh, there's nothing like a play action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage, and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Marshawn Lynch takes the football.
Another 1st down by the offense. The defense is definitely getting fatigued, and when you get fatigued, you cannot think, so look out.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. 6 in the books.
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off their defense.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
First down coming up.
First and 10. And Morris, his hand at the football. Picks up about 8.
An off-tackle run, it's the staple of all offenses in the NFL. And a general rule is you run off the right tackle because he is the power tackle, where the left tackle is the pass blocker.
Second and 2. And he's thrown to the ground.
Nice job that time by the defense getting the sack. The blitz was well-timed, and when it's well-timed, the offense doesn't have time to react, and they get a good sack.
Garçon's lined up in the slot. Third and 10. Going to take off with it. Throws to the right. Ball's picked off. Good piece of tackling.
Well, it's a tremendous job by the quarterback. First, he gets out of trouble, gets away from the sack. Then he gets outside the pocket. What does he do? He finds trouble, throws an interception down the field. That is just not a good decision.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter.
Number 24 on the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
Coming up, second down.
Play fake here. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Russell, the margin is increased with another touchdown.
Well, you can never score too many points. Even though you're winning big, never take anything for granted. Nice job by the offense, driving down and getting another touchdown.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. Garçon's lined up now as a slot receiver. Heading right. Gain of 7.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
RG3 has it under center. Second down, 3 for the first. And Morris is going to secure the handoff.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the first down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
Moss is in the slot. First and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Incomplete.
Passes the fastball incomplete. Second down.
Reed's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Good route that time by the wide receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Split backfield here.
Now first and 10. Looking to the right side and throwing. Leaps up high and comes down with it.
That time the pass is completed into double coverage, Jim, but the quarterback made a bad read. But these receivers, they are so good nowadays. That time in double coverage, he went up and made the catch. It's like Bill Parcells said to me once about Mark Bavaro, a very talented receiver. He goes, remember, Sims, when he's covered, he's open. Third
third down after the completion.
And he's intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
That interception is strictly on the quarterback. When you make bad decisions, I don't care how good you can throw the football. The results, usually it's going to turn into an interception.
Harvin's a receiver in the slot. First and 10.
Lynch is going to take the handoff now.
And a good gainer. Let's give him 9.
9-yard gain.
The defense comes out of the dime. Action fake. Trying to make something happen. Throws to the right. It's intercepted.
Well, I'll give the quarterback a lot of credit. He found a way to get out of the pocket and avoid the sack. But how about that decision to throw the football down the field? Nobody's open. Results in an interception. Just a very bad decision.
First and 10. Ball is caught. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the play is there to be made, but the offensive player doesn't get it done. Bad job on first down.
Moss is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Getting away from the pressure. Garcon's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 5. Throws the pass. Wide open for the catch.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
Griffin's going back to the air on this play. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
It's now 2nd down. Pass is made, and it's incomplete. The hit jars the ball out.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground. This is what you call throwing the wide receiver open against man-to-man coverage. Throw it to the open space. Let the receiver outrun the defensive back. Nice completion.
Looks to his left and complete for about 5.
Well, defenses love it when they get you inside the 5-yard line because it's hard to deceive them. So they can just go after the offense and be aggressive.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
And he takes it across. That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out. The point after is good. Redskins ready for action. Met head on right there at the 20.
Ready for intermission. First, one more play.
Screenplay is on. Makes the catch. That does it for the first half. Redskins trail in this one. We're back here now in this one where the Seahawks lead by 21.
Time to check in quickly with Danielle Bellini from the sidelines. Danny?
I got a chance to quickly speak with London Fletcher during halftime. His team is trailing up to this point, but he thinks his defense can turn this thing around, guys. He said we just need to create opportunities for our offense, whether that's turnovers or good field position. If we do that, we can come back. That's all for now, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Danielle. And now we'll go to the field.
Here's the kick, and this one's just a little squib kick. They've got him down there.
Russell Wilson has it under center. The third quarter begins with this play.
And they came up a yard short. Well, that was a nice run that time off tackle. And listen, this is a bread and butter play in the NFL. It's about power running. Can your offensive tackle make the block to free up that running back so he has a chance to get in that secondary and make a nice run out of it?
He makes the catch.
Got the first, and he's got some space.
Breaks free. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
When a quarterback can run, it usually takes one guy out of pass coverage. Look at the spy that time on the quarterback. That opens up the passing lanes. Good throw and catch.
First and 10. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Lynch is in the backfield. Single back set. Wilson still has it after
makes the grab. Touchdown.
That was a good job on that touchdown that time. And I'll tell you, there's nothing like being on top of the other team and make them chase you.
Seahawks ready here for the kickoff.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
Setting up in the pistol on this play. Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field, and my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody nervous.
Second down after the incompletion. Setting up a little screen. Picks up about 2.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Redskins team official. Robert Griffin's injury appears to be a dislocated thumb. Now, sometimes this injury can be played through, but in this case, guys, they're calling for x-rays and an MRI.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
Send him to the 20-yard line.
Harvin's lined up now as a slot receiver. Wilson's turning to look downfield now after selling the play fake.
No stopping them now. That's a touchdown.
I don't know if the defense is going to stop them the whole day. So far, they haven't. They are getting blown out. I got to give the offense credit, though. They are executing at a very high level.
The Redskins ready to return the kick.
He's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Garcon's in the slot. 1st and 10. Will run it. Here's the handoff.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's into the open. Yeah, he just ran for 61 yards.
This is where games are won and lost. Once an offense gets down the red zone, even though they're down more than 7, can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal?
1st down and 10. Run it again. Trying the right side. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here. Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Offense lines up here.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Halu's taking the handoff.
Jim, the defense gives up the 1st down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Back to the running back. Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
Well, this really hurts. You know, you got the game in hand, and now you lose one of your players to an injury when you're winning big. That is tough for the coach to take.
2nd and goal from the 4.
And that'll gain just a few yards.
Nothing too exciting here, just plowing ahead, getting closer to that goal line.
Well, they're trying to find out if this defense has the courage and toughness to stand up to them. So far, they haven't. This defense, they better pick it up if they think they're going to stop this offense.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Right back to him one more time. They deck him in the backfield.
It's 3rd and goal. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it. You call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one.
Young's handed the football.
When you decide to go for it on 4th down as a head coach, you've got to realize that you're going to be one of 2 things. You're going to be a genius or an idiot. And if you don't make it, look out. The second guessing begins.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield.
1st and 10, handoff to the back. The Seahawks get a 1st down.
When you're backed up, there's just so few plays that you feel comfortable running. That time, nice job by the play caller. Gave the offense a chance, and they picked up a big 1st down.
Harvin's a receiver in the slot. Catch is made.
And the hit by Arakpo.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
The quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. What an effort and a touchdown.
What a terrible job by the defense. That time, nobody even covers the receiver. He is wide open down the field, and Hey, nice job by the quarterback going through his progression. He finds the open guy and gets a touchdown pass.
Jukes around the defender. This doesn't look good. We've got a player down, and he's in pain.
Well, this is just the worst case scenario. You got a big lead, and you get one of your players hurt. It's just the worst. And not only for the football team, but for the poor player, too.
Moss is going to get set in the slot for this snap. First and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side.
A takeaway. Ball is out.
That was such a terrible job by the offensive player that time. Protect the football. No excuse for letting it fumbling the football in a situation like that.
Moss is lined up in the slot.
First and 10. The defense gets a sack.
When you talk about a blitz on the defensive side, it's all about timing. Disguise it to the last second and time up the snap of the football. They did it that time, and they get the sack on the QB.
Moss is lined up now as a slot receiver.
Escaping the pressure.
Number 10, the ball carrier on the play. Loss of 20 on the play.
Offense lines up here.
Griffin's got it in the gun. Looking for a receipt.
Interception. Another touchdown to increase the lead.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game.
Ball's going to be incomplete. The hit knocked the ball out.
Does it take talent to do something like this? You got a time to pass where the football's going, where the receiver's going to catch it and do the perfect timing. Hit that receiver and that football comes flying out. Nice job that time. Incomplete pass.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Nice job by the quarterback that time. Got outside the pocket, got away from the pressure, gave himself time even though the pass is incomplete. Good job of avoiding the sack.
3rd down and 10. Screen pass.
That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Minutes to go, and we'll return after this message and a word from your local station. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The give. Right side.
Pretty typical play right here. When you're backed up against your own end zone, you run the football inside, and it just gets a short gain.
The quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, the best thing you can say on the offensive side that time is the quarterback got rid of the football. Terrible protection, nowhere to throw it, just throw it away.
3rd and 9. That's a 2-point safety, and that means you also have to send the ball back to the other team with a free kick at the 20. This punt will be returned.
Gets out past the 30, brought down near the 35. Moss is in the slot. 1st and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Ball deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. And he's going to be brought down.
The offensive line did a terrible job that time reacting to the blitz by the defense. They let the defenders come free, and they sacked the quarterback.
Moss is a receiver in the slot. 3rd and 17.
He's scrambling now.
So a 3-and-out.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stopped the offense that time.
Rocca now ready to punt. Oh, a little sloppy here, and the ball is muffed.
What a disastrous play by the return team. Awful execution in every single phase. Then they fumble it. The one thing that happened is very good. At least they recovered their own fumble.
Easy catch there. No one near him. And they score again here to pad the lead.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? Easy touchdown pass.
So from 2 yards out, they hit it across and secure 2 extra points.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
They face 1st down. Looking to scramble, breaks free, has some space to work with, and he's out of bounds.
When you pick up 1st downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the 1st down, even though they're losing here in the game.
1st down here. Tight end in motion.
Griffin's going to take it from the gun.
Trying to work that left side.
Able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the 1st.
When you can throw an out route like that, that shows you the strength of the quarterback's arm.
Robinson's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Complete. The tackle was made, but the 1st down is picked up.
Well, it doesn't look like much, but it really serves the purpose. Picks up the 1st down, and now they have a chance to open things up.
1st down on the way. Looking for an open receiver on the right. That brings the play to an end.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a 1st down.
2nd down coming up.
On the run.
He's got a little bit of daylight here, and he's going to slide feet first.
Robinson's lined up in the slot. Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Good job by the offense. They're in the red zone. They're down by more than 7, but the defense, can you stop them and just give up the field goal try?
Here's the 1st snap after the big play.
Escaping the pressure. Getting sacked.
Well, the offense has just done a terrible job here today protecting the quarterback. And once again, the defense finds a way to get singled up, and a guy gets free and takes the quarterback down.
Gets away from the pressure. That'll stop the play right there.
Davis playing out of position in the backfield here.
It's a ball is out. This one's going back the other way. He stacked up at that point.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard.
Away from the pressure.
Hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
Lynch is lined up in a single back formation. 1st and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Almost intercepted. Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Redskins official. Robert Griffin's injury doesn't appear to be anything too serious. Yes, he'll be sore tomorrow, guys, but that's not going to stop him from returning today.
Well, it's a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver. Puts them in good position where they have a chance to pick up this 3rd down.
Russell Wilson has it under center.
3rd and 3. Going across the middle. Makes the catch in the open field.
Well, it was a nice throw by the quarterback that time to get just enough yards to pick up the 1st down.
And Rice is lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. Wilson's play action.
In trouble now.
They're going to get him this time.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and a long way to go. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The old-fashioned way of picking up big yardage is running the fly route on the outside. Show the speed of the receiver and the strength of the quarterback's arm. What a nice completion. Terrible call that time by the coach. The defense was expecting run. They were up there. They were aggressive, crowd the line of scrimmage, and you just played right into their hands, and they got the tackle for the loss. Good job by the defense. Their team is down. It's in the 2nd half, and the opposing offense, what do? They go for it on 4th down. You are ready for the play. You make the stop. That'll turn things around.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Griffin's back in shotgun formation. Brings it in.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
The Redskins line up in the pistol offense.
He's wide open for the grab. He's brought to a halt.
The Redskins call a timeout and are left now with only one. Moss is in the slot. Robert Griffin III from the shotgun.
That catch will extend the drive.
Well, when you get in situations like this in the game, you get down the red zone, you're being blown out. Just think about next week. Try to build on it. Give yourself some confidence. See if you can punch it in for the score here.
Running away from the pressure. Eyeing that left side. Incomplete.
You got to find ways to avoid sacks in the NFL. 2 ways to do it. Run away from them because you got speed, or good footwork inside the pocket. Nice job that time by the quarterback. Avoiding the sack and getting rid of the football.
Looking to the right side and throwing. Tackles made.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets the completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
1st and goal. Going to take off with it. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense. They cover the receivers. Nobody's open, but who's watching the quarterback? Nobody. Good scramble for the touchdown by the QB.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Harvin's a receiver in the slot. Now 1st and 10. Throws to the right. Russell Wilson out to Sidney Rice.
There's nothing the defense can do. When you talk about a receiver like these guys out there now, and this one in particular, the double coverage, they're still able to go in between the defenders, rise up, and make the catch.
Breaks free.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's late in the fourth quarter. You still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
And Rice is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Scrambling out of the pocket. Going for the home run.
And it's incomplete.
Outstanding coverage on the deep throw, forcing the incompletion.
That's why he's one of the best in the league. He's aggressive. He can take away short passes, but also has the speed and the ability to get back there and knock down those deep ones too.
Russell Wilson out to Sidney Rice.
Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone. Hey, listen, if I was him, I'd go ahead and try to punch it in one more time.
Breaking huddle at the 5.
One more play, and it's in the books. So, first and goal to go.
Catch is made. And there it is. 60 minutes has run off at long last, and this game is finally over. A blowout from the start.
Well, it's a big performance in front of a primetime audience and a sweet victory in the end.
Of course, the players are not thinking about the fact that, hey, a lot of people are watching us here today in this game. But when you win, and then you sit back and think everybody was watching us and you played well, boy, that is some great experience. Probably the easiest way to get a big play in the NFL is by play action pass. Catch the defense off guard, deceive them, make them think it's a run. That's what they did on this play. This is why it's the play of the game. It goes down the field and they picked up big yards.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now. We're here at FedEx Field for this NFC matchup between the Seahawks and the Redskins. When you look at this matchup, you've got to talk about the deep threats, the guys that can go long, and two of the best, speediest receivers in the game are going to be on the same field today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see how both teams, the offenses, how do they get the football to these speedy wide receivers. And no matter what you do on the defensive side, you go, well, we're going to take them out of the game, we're going to double team them. Really? How are you going to do that when they're in motion? They're always changing formations. Very tough to do now. You just got to rely. On good tackling and try to prevent those short catches and long runs.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. 1st and 10.
Tossing it to the running back. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
After running it, it's 2nd down. Challenging the defenders to the right side.
He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Well, when you get in situations like this, 3rd long, you got to be smart on the offensive side. Yeah, I know you want to pick up the 1st down, but don't force it, because if you do, it'll probably lead to a turnover.
Tight ends in motion here. 3rd and 20.
The quarterback will hand it off. He'll go left.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd long, not easy to pick up 1st downs in these type of situations.
Rocca now ready to punt. Lynch is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Lynch, they tackle him for a loss.
When you make play calls like that, you're not going to win many football games. That was a terrible call here on 1st down.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. They're setting up screen. That pass was hurried.
When it's 3rd long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a 1st down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
Russell Wilson has it under center. Now it's a 3rd and 13. The Seahawks now move the chains.
When you have a quarterback that can throw the football like this guy, even though it's 3rd and 10+ yards, he makes a nice throw for the 1st down.
That reception gave them the 1st down.
Throwing now to his left.
The receiver's open coming across the field, but sometimes these short throws are tough, and the quarterback throws it too far in front.
And Rice is lined up in the slot. Marshawn Lynch takes the football. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Good job that time by the running back. I'm sure he's a little winded after that play. He showed that speed, getting out there and picking up those extra yards.
First and 10. Wilson sells the play fake and looks downfield. He'll fire it out to the left.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First and 10. They hand it off to the running back. Tackled down at the 47.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 1. Up the middle. There's the tackle, but still, it's enough for the first down. Moss is lined up now as a slot receiver. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job by the running back that time, finding the open hole and picking up those extra yards.
The Redskins in the pistol.
They break through, tackle them behind the line.
So many things you can do on first down, and what do you come up? You come up with that play. That was just a bad play call.
2nd down now. Griffin in the shotgun formation.
Trying to make something happen. And here he goes.
Sliding to get away from the hit.
That time they got great pressure on the quarterback. He stood in the pocket as long as he could, but once he broke outside, still looking down the field, trying to get that big pass play, it's not there. He takes off, and what a nice game running the football.
And the quarterback is taken down.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can get to the quarterback.
Defense comes to the line, ready to pounce on that quarterback one more time. Can they get another sack right here? The wide receiver in motion. 2nd and 14.
Getting away from the pressure. And that's a gain of 9. This will be the 8th play of this drive. 3rd and 6. And it's Earl Thomas who brought him down that time.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Makes the grab. Going to lose yards here.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Marching down the field and taking their time. They'll give it to the back, out of the eye. Powers his way across. Touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game in the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick.
They're setting up return. The tackle is made. Lynch is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. First and 10. Escaping the pressure. It's a safety.
Going to try his luck here.
And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. lined up in the pistol formation. The Redskins get a first down.
Well, it was man-to-man coverage. Bad job by the defense. The defensive back so slow, no chance of keeping up with the wide receiver.
Setting up in the pistol on this play. First down and 10. They feed the running back. Gain of 2.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
The Redskins offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. Lined up in the pistol formation. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Well, it's just a race against time, isn't it? When the defense blitzes, can you get to the quarterback before he has time to recognize the blitz and throw it to a receiver?
And Morris is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. They send the tight end in motion. They need to get the play off. Halu's going to secure the handoff. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You're near midfield. It's fourth down. What do? I got the answer right here. You punt it. Play field position. Make the other offense drive the length of the field to score.
The Redskins come out in the pistol, and Morris is going to take the handoff now.
I just don't think that's a good job by the defense. It's fourth and short. You kind of know what the offense is going to do. They were not ready, and they give up the first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. And he is tackled at the 44.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Redskins lined up in the pistol. 2nd and 7. He'll fire it out to the left. Good yardage picked up on that call. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
First and 10. Will go ground. Taking it right up the middle.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
RG3 has it under center. 2nd and 7, staying on the ground. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That time, I got to blame the running back. He made a bad read. His vision was terrible. He makes the wrong decision, and it cost his team yards lost.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. 3rd and 9. Left side. Here's the quick toss. He'll be brought down, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. Love it.
They feed it to him again. It's Earl Thomas who makes the tackle.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
This long drive continues. 1st and goal. He gets it again on this drive.
Hard to score a touchdown sometimes when you get in the red zone in the NFL. Why? Because the defense doesn't have to worry about passes down the field. The offense runs it. They are ready to get it done, and they do, and stop the offense for a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 4. For only a yard.
Good job by the defense that time. Everybody's expecting a pass. They were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense for a short gain in the red zone.
Mounting a serious drive.
Third and goal at the 3. High formation and a handoff.
Oh, my gosh. He should have scored that time. Gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. Now we'll see if the offense is good enough to push it in.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Look at he takes it across. It is a touchdown.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
Redskins ready for action. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield as they go ground here. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the play is there to be made, but the offensive player doesn't get it done. Bad job on first down.
After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. Brian Arakpo has a sack.
I don't know what the quarterback was looking at. He had to know the defense was blitzing that time. Doesn't make a quick enough decision, and the defense gets there and gets the sack.
Lynch is lined up as the single back. 3rd and a long way to go. Falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series. The Redskins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. And Rice is in the slot. He's scrambling now. Launches it down the field. That ball is picked off, bringing the play to an end.
Anytime you're backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful, because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time, a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
Garçon's a receiver in the slot. 1st and 10 to the ground here. And they're going to run it right.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Alfred Morris lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 8. The throw to the left. Oh, almost caught.
And what you do in man-to-man defense sometimes, get up there and disrupt the wide receiver. Disrupt his rhythm, disrupt the timing, and what do you get? Another incompletion.
The incompletion stopped the clock, but 3rd and 8 still to come. Going to be a tackle for a loss. They're in punting formation. The Seahawks are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Rocca now ready to punt. Russell Wilson has it under center. 1st and 10. This is a screen play all the way. And he'll step out of bounds.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Second down, 3 to go. And he's almost intercepted.
This drives coaches crazy. They get a wide receiver open down the field on a post route, and what happens? The quarterback just overthrows him.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. Secures it with 2 hands. Steps out of bounds.
Terrible job that time by the defense. My gosh, you got the offense in 3rd down. You let them throw a screen pass. You can't make the tackle, and you give up the 1st down.
And Rice is going to get set in the slot for this snap. And he's intercepted.
That was a terrible throw by the quarterback. When you're off target like that, you deserve to throw an interception.
First down here. Screen. Ball is out.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's 2nd down now. The Redskins, 1 timeout remaining. Third down, following the run. RG3 from the gun. Looking to scramble. That ball has been picked off.
What a terrible job by the quarterback. Nobody's open. Tries to force the pass, and look, what's it turned into? An interception.
Harvin's lined up in the slot. On the run. Looking for Percy Harvin. Incomplete and almost intercepted. So that's it for the 2nd quarter. Halftime is coming up. We'll have a little first half analysis as we continue on EA Sports after this. We're back here now in this one where the Redskins lead by 16. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. Baldwin's lined up now as a slot receiver. And here we go, the first snap of the 2nd half.
When you run off tackle, one of the things you're looking for is for your tackle to make a good block. And then if you have a lead fullback, can he get past him and block the linebacker to free up the halfback so he can go in between them and get in the secondary and make a big play. I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up 1st downs and try to go down the field and score.
And Rice is in the slot. 1st and 10. Another handoff.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Right on the money. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the 1st down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
Lynch is in the backfield. Single back set. A little screen set up here. Under pressure and incomplete. Too much pressure on the quarterback on that play, Phil.
That defense, boy, oh boy, are they aggressive, and they can get after the quarterback. We saw it on that play. This is going to be a tough assignment for this offensive line today.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Slashes to the left side. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
The off-tackle run, it's just what it says it is. You're going to read the tackle's block and decide whether you're going to go inside or outside. Usually, this is the first running play every team puts in their offense when they go to training camp.
Russell Wilson has it under center. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. Nice tackle.
I like this play call this time. They go for it on 4th and short, and they call the right play, and they pick up the first down.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground on first down. Tackled at the 18.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
Got what he wanted. Touchdown.
What a tough throw and catch into a tight spot right there for the touchdown. But in today's game, these players are so good that you have to throw it in traffic. They've got to make the catch. That time he did.
They'll get set, looking to convert on this 2-point try.
Play 56, play 56.
Lynch. You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
Kickoff return 23 yards.
Garçons, a receiver in the slot.
Handoff to the right.
Has enough for the first as he's taken down at the 33.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
1st and 10.
RG3 going down the field. He's brought down.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The give to the running back. Down to the 15.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Setting up in the pistol on this play. They hand it off to him again. Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field, and my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody nervous.
A tackle that had to be made, and that'll set up 4th down. Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a Seahawks official. The staff wasn't saying much about the injury other than it's not severe enough to keep him out of this one. So expect to see him back on the field shortly, guys.
Well, Jim, I know if you were coach, you'd probably be happy settling for the field goal, but not me. I want touchdowns. Take some more chances and get it done.
They bring him to the turf. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
Tate's going to get set in the slot for this snap. They give it to the back, and he's running off tackle.
Well, when you're on the defensive side, if you read the offensive formation, where do they have the most numbers at? And that's usually where they're going to run the football. That time the offense goes to the strong side, gets outside, you should have an extra defender there waiting for him. Terrible job by the defense.
Russell Wilson out to Sidney Rice.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
I think you can just tell by the body language and the way he's acting, that is an upper body injury. Hope it's not severe. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
Second down.
escaping the pressure. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting. Russell Wilson able to run it in for the touchdown, and he is the perfect embodiment of how you see the quarterback position expanding now into the future.
Yeah, you do. And what I like about him, you know, Russell Wilson is 5'11", and he kind of hides behind those big offensive linemen. He is a sneaky runner, knows how to get it done without getting beat up.
They're going to bypass the point after and try to pick up a two-point conversion. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Seahawks team official. Marshawn Lynch's injury seems to be relatively minor, or at least it's minor enough that he'll be back on the field shortly.
Well, this works out about 40% of the time if you look back on history, and they'll go for that two-point conversion. They'll run it off the toss. How much does this sting? They get the touchdown, but still they fail to get the two.
Jim, I think it takes a lot away from the football team. It was a terrible decision. Now we'll find out if that 1 point comes back to haunt them.
And the tackle's made inside the 15. It's first down as they head to the line. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Moss is lined up in the slot. It's a 2nd and 13. And Morris has got it on the handoff. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The great thing about the draw play, just for a split second, the defense thinks it's pass. Now they're reacting instead of attacking, and allows you to get a few extra yards.
3rd and 4. Play action. Looking for an open receiver on the right. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage. Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
The quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. 2nd down and 8. They feed him the ball again.
What a good job by the defensive player there, just flushing the running back and driving him into the ground.
On the way, 3rd down. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Working that left side. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
First down. Wilson's got the football after the play fake. And in for the touchdown.
How about this gift? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding him. He throws it down there and he gets the easy touchdown.
Lining up now for the 2. He's looking to the right here on this throw. That's an interception. They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. Fakes him out, and they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
One more snap and another quarter is in the books.
Now 1st and 10. Looking to the right side and throwing. Good for only a yard.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Second down here.
We are back for the start of the 4th quarter.
And they sack the quarterback.
This defense, they are definitely not faint of heart, are they, Jim? They will bring the pressure. Good blitz that time, and they take the quarterback down.
Lined up in the pistol formation. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Looks like a false start penalty.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
A lot to overcome here, especially that penalty, and it's 3rd down. They motioned the receiver around to the other side.
Griffin's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but he couldn't hold on.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Rocca now ready to punt. Breaks free. This is a big-time return.
Terrible job by the defense that time. They did not spread the field. They got out of their running lanes, and when you do that, it creates a lane. The punt returner saw it and got some big yards.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
Well, the defense always says, let's cause some fumbles. Then when you cause it and you're not able to recover it, that is one emotional letdown.
Tate's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Second and 15. Play action.
Looks to his left. Hauls it in for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Marshawn Lynch takes the football, running to his right. What an effort and a touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's 1st and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
Counted.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. Moss is in the slot. Griffin's got it in the gun.
Gets away from the pressure, and for about 6.
Alfred Morris lined up in the backfield.
Gets away from the pressure. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
Reed's a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield. Griffin's going to take it from the gun.
In trouble now.
They get to him just in time, 1 yard shy of the first down.
And here we have second down. Tight end in motion.
Running away from the pressure. RG3 going down the field. They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw. There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Young's taking the handoff. They fail to convert, and now a change of possession.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on fourth down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
First and 10. Quarterback drops back. Play action. Going to take off with it.
The defense gets the sack.
The offensive coordinator just got to make some adjustments here. They can't stop the defensive line from sacking the quarterback, so either keep the tight end in or keep the halfback in to help block for the QB.
Wilson still got the football after the play fake.
In the books. Touchdown.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on to that lead with a touchdown, it's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
On first down. Play fake here.
Looking for a receiver on the left side here.
Good for 18.
Oh, there's nothing like a play-action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
First down here after the completion.
Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. RG3 going down the field.
Number 20 is there on the cover. Second down.
Reed's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time.
Trying to work that left side.
That catch good for a first down.
He steps out.
The big thing about running the curl route, once you see the football, you have to keep moving and attack it. Don't stand there and wait for the football to get to you.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Scrambling out of the pocket.
Number 10 hits the football. 1 yard gain on the play.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Griffin's back in shotgun formation.
With two hands, he has it. Gain of 17.
Anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
Trying to make something happen. This doesn't look good. We've got a player down, and he's in pain.
Always hard to guess what the injury is, but I don't like to speculate, but I think it's pretty apparent. It's an upper body injury. We'll let you know when we find out.
The tackle was made, but the first down is picked up.
Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
Throws to the right. Incomplete.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
And he hauls it in. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. 6 in the books.
What a good job by the offense, driving down and getting that touchdown. Even though they're still behind, they're chipping away at this lead, keeping the pressure on their opponents.
The Redskins lined up now for the point after. And the extra point is good.
They line up here for the onside kick. They want that football back.
That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. First down coming up. Lynch is handed the football.
Muscles through the defender.
Now you know why guys like Vince Wilfork are so important to the middle of defenses. You need a big run stopper to stop these runs right up the middle. You either need a big run stopper or some really big linebackers to stop those runs up inside.
And Rice is a receiver in the slot. Staying with the running game on first down.
It's about managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
Lynch is lined up in a single back formation. 2nd and 9.
Getting away from the pressure.
The quarterback will protect himself here as he slides to a halt.
Good job of getting this football down in the red zone. The lead, very small. Got to be smart in how you dial up these plays from here.
Baldwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Tate's lined up in the slot. 2nd and 10.
They'll run with it again. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Jim, they didn't fool the defense at all. 2nd down, you run the football, hoping to make it 3rd and short. Then you lose yards, 3rd longs. They're hard to get in the NFL.
3rd down and 12. Action fake. Oh, should have had it.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The Seahawks getting set to attempt the field goal. No good. An empty trip for the offense.
I think all the fans, and us included, thought this kick was going to be good, but we can see the official sign, no good. It just missed.
From the gun, Robert Griffin III, ready for the snap. 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure, loads it up, going deep. Interception.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Lynch is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Seahawks with no timeouts left.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. He's scrambling now. Looking long, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just an awful job by the offensive line. They break down almost immediately, but a nice job by the quarterback, able to get outside the pocket and keep the play alive.
And this will probably wrap up the game. 3rd and 20. Wilson still has it after some nifty play action. Brian Arakpo has a sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you, having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you